Great to see you today. In this video, we are going to review the national exam for year 2011, subject English, stream شعبة الآداب والعلوم الإنسانية, arts and human science. So here we are going to tackle the language section in writing. We are going to see the exercises that we have in the language section, vocabulary, grammar, and functions. As for writing, we are going to read the topic and we try to write an article about something that we will see in the last section. So let's go. Language. Exercise 1. A. Fill in each gap with an appropriate word or expression from the list. Number 1. My parents travel at the weekend if the weather is nice. So we have, may, and need. We have to choose the right modal verb. So the right one is may. Number 2. You have bought all this food. There aren't many guests. So here we have want, wouldn't, and needn't. So which one is correct? Wouldn't have bought all this food. There aren't many guests. Number 3. Try to avoid food that contains too much fat. Are we going to say to eat, eating, or eat? So the right answer here is eating, gerund. Number 4. The village we grew up has completely changed. So the village is a place. So which relative pronoun we are supposed to put here? Where, it refers to place, which, a thing or an animal or object, whose is for possession. So here we have village is a place, so we say the village where we grew up has completely changed. Exercise B. Rewrite the sentences beginning with the words given. إذا نعاود نكتبوا هذه الجمل بالمعطيات اللي عندنا. The first one, we didn't send the invitations on time. So here we have we didn't send the invitations on time. والجملة كتبدا ب the invitations, the object. Ce qui fait here خصنا نردوا البال باش نعرفوا شنو مطلوب منا نعطيو الجواب علاش من درس. واش passive voice, واش reported speech, واش إذا. So here we have to pay attention, careful attention. The invitations, here we are going to use the passive voice because number 1, the first sentence, is put in the active voice. So in the active voice, we have subject, verb, and object. We is the subject, didn't send the verb, and the object, the invitations. And the sentence starts with invitation. إذا كنبداو ب invitations خصنا نردوا البال ملي نبغيو نحولوا من active ل passive. هنا عندنا didn't send. إذا simple past. شنو هي القاعدة ديال passive voice؟ كتقول لنا verb to be plus past participle. Here we have didn't send. We have simple present, simple past because we have didn't send. So the verb to be must be in the simple past. And we say the invitations were, because we have invitations plural. The invitations were sent. Were is verb to be. Sent is the past participle. Were sent on time. Here we have again to pay attention for the form of the verb. Is it negative or positive or affirmative? So here we have negative form of the verb. So the verb to be should also be in the negative form. We say the invitations were not sent on time. Second sentence. It's a pity I didn't study biology. So here we are going to express wishes. Are we going to express wishes in the present or in the past? Of course, we are going to express wishes in the past because here we have the sentence I didn't study. Didn't study is in the simple past. So when we have the sentence in the simple past, we express wishes. We say I wish plus past perfect. And we say I wish I had studied biology. We say the opposite because it's impossible situation in the past. Number 3. How can you remember all those phone numbers? I asked Tom. So this sentence, okay, this statement is in the direct speech. The direct speech. So to transform this statement into reported speech, we have to pay attention. So here we have a question. So I asked Tom. So we keep how. Here we have can, because with the reporting verb ask is in the past, we make changes. We back shift the tense. Can is in the present, we say could. How he could remember all those phone numbers. Exercise C. Put the verbs between brackets in the correct tense. Jane and bother. You take your driving test yet. So here we have no time specification. We have to pay attention. Here we have yet. It's not a verb. So which tense we are supposed to put here? Present perfect. Have you taken your driving test yet? Badr said, not yet. I'm still taking driving lessons. I hope, so when we talk about hopes, we use future simple. I hope I will finish next month. D. Fill in each gap with an appropriate word from the list. Harmful, مضر, connection, علاقة ولا ربط, consumption, استهلاك, common, شي حاجة مشتركة, شي حاجة عامة, powerful, قوي, very strong. Number one, the main objective of advertising, ça veut dire الهدف ولا الغاية من الإشهار، شنو علاش كيديروا الناس هذا الإشهار؟ is to encourage consumption، يشجعوا الناس على الاستهلاك. excessive use of mobile phones، الإفراط في استعمال الهواتف النقالة. excessive use of mobile phones can be to your health. It means here, so the answer is very easy. We say harmful to your health. مضر بالصحة ديالك. E. Give the correct form of the words between brackets. Number one. I finally got a job. I now feel. So when they ask you this question, give the correct form of the words. They can be verbs, adjectives, adverbs. You have to pay careful attention to the word that comes after or the word that is placed before, in order to know if you are going to change it into a noun or a verb or an adverb. Okay, so here we have I now feel. So I feel, how do I feel? So we need an adjective here. So we say I now feel independent, مستقل. ما بقيتش كنعول على والديا, of my parents. The city council has made the necessary for the summer festival. Summer festival هو المهرجان الصيفي. The city council, بحال تنقولوا حنا المجلس البلدي ولا البلدية, has made the necessary, تاخذوا الاشياء اللي هي مهمه باش ينظموا هذا المهرجان. اذا شنو هما هاد الاشياء هادو؟ هما arrangement، ترتيبات، البلانز، التخطيط، الاستعدادات، هادشي كلشي داخل في الارينجمنت. F. Match each expression with its appropriate function. اذا هاد ce genre de question ديما كيتحط في الوطني. Number one. Many people attended the match despite the bad weather. إذا هاد الناس هادو حضروا مشاو تفرجوا في المباراة رغم سوء الأحوال الجوية. سو كيف فيه هنايا which function. one is B concession، لأن despite حتى نقولوا حنا رغم ولا ميمسي ولا بالرغم. The wedding party was delayed due to financial problems. إذا due to هي بسبب مشاكل مادية. هاد الويدين بارتي حفل الزفاف العرس إذا تأجل بسبب مشاكل مادية. So number 2 is A cause and effect. عندنا due to بسبب، إذا كتكون عندنا السبب والنتيجة. Number 3 he is learning Spanish so as to، كيتعلم الإسبانية لكي باش to communicate with his Spanish wife، باش يعرف يتكلم مع الزوجة ديالو اللي هي من جنسية إسبانية. So 3 is D. Why? Because here when we say so as to, in order to ولا for ولا to, we say purpose، الهدف. ولا الغاية. Number 4 physical exercise helps you keep fit. التمارين الرياضية كيخليك ديما في رشاقة وفي صحة جيدة. It can also make you feel relaxed. كتجعلك انك تحس بالاسترخاء، كتحس براسك مزيان. So number 4 the last one is C addition. It can also هذيك also هي adverb of addition. The word that we use to a linking word we say to that is used to express addition. G write appropriate responses to the following situations. إذا هنايا عندنا الكوميونيكاسيون عاوتاني التمرين على التواصل. Write appropriate responses to the following situations. The first situation is you are staying in a hotel, the room is dirty. انت راك في واحد لوطيل ولا الشومبر موسخه ما عجباتكش ما نقياش. So you complain to the hotel manager. غادي تمشي تشكى من هذاك المانجر المسير ديال هذاك لوطيل. So what do you say؟ اذا كنا شفنا عبارات ديال اللي كنستعملوهم ملي كنبغيو نتشكاو من شي حاجه. So complain هي كتشكى لان you are not satisfied about something that you have or about a service. So what do we say here? We say I'm sorry to say this but هذه هي الاكسبرسيون اللي كنصح بها التلاميذ ديالي. I'm sorry to say this but ومن بعد كتذكر المشكل but this room is dirty. Teacher, you are late again. Teacher and you are the students and I am the teacher. I say to you, you are late again. So of course the student should apologize to his teacher. So what do you say? If you say just sorry, is an expression of apology. I'm so sorry, I apologize for being late. And this is all about the language section. Writing. In Morocco, road accidents are responsible for the death and injury of many people. You think that students in your school should know more about this serious problem. Write an article for your school magazine explaining the causes and consequences of the problem and suggesting ways to reduce the number of road accidents in Morocco. The following notes may help you. Here we have cues. Causes: bad drivers, bad roads, bad cars, corruption, using mobile phone while driving. Consequences: نتائج: dead, handicapped people, orphans, widows, aramil, waste of money. Suggesting: educate, inform people, punish bad drivers. So here they give you these cues or these clues to help you write a good article. So now let's have a sample or an example. In Morocco, road accidents are the cause of the death and injury of many people. They increase year after year at a frightening rate. So what are the causes and effects of these accidents? How can we reduce this rate? The main causes of car accidents are numerous. إذا الأسباب ديال هذه الحوادث السير هي متعددة. First أولا drivers overspeed كيمشوا بسرعة مفرطة and don't respect the traffic signs ما كيحترموش إشارات المرور. Second drivers don't fasten security seat belts ما كيربطوش ما كيديروش احزمه ديال السلامه، حزام السلامه ما كيديروش. As for motorbike riders الناس اللي كيمشيو على الدراجات they ignore wearing their helmets ما كيلبسوش الكاسك ديالهم. Also drunken driving. إذا drunken driving is the most dangerous هو أخطر سبب ديال الحوادث السير، هو من بين الأسباب اللي هي كتؤدي لحوادث السير قاتلة مميتة. It makes you lose focus and leads to fatal accidents. Bien sûr الناس اللي تيكونوا سكرانين they are drunk it means they lose focus. They don't know how to control their car. And this it leads to fatal accidents. حوادث سير مميتة. With respect to the consequences of car accidents فيما يخص النتائج ديال الحوادث السير they are all bad. Which means all these accidents or here we are talking about the consequences of النتائج. جميع النتائج هذه هي نتائج سيئة. ما عندهاش حوادث السير ما عندهمش نتائج إيجابية، كلهم نتائج سلبية، وهذه النتائج فيها عواقب وخيمة. Okay, let's continue. Your car gets damaged. السيارة ديالك كتولي محطمة. And this will cost you a lot of money to repair ولا for repair. إذا باش تمشي تصلح السيارة ديالك هادشي إلا ما متيش، إذا ما وقعت لك شي عاهة الله يستر ولا. And this will cost you a lot of money to repair or for repair. إذا الإصلاح هاد السيارة كتكون باهظة التكلفة. You can also pay expensive bills for medical treatment. وكتخلص فاتورات باهظة باش تلقى العلاجات. If you are still alive إلا بقيتي حي. So many passengers مسافرين are victims of this road war. إذا هاد المسافرين تا هما ضحايا ديال هاد حرب الطرق ولا هاد حرب الطريق. It takes the life of so many people every day. بزاف ديال الناس كيلقاو الحذف ديالهم كيتوفاو على يوميا كل نهار كيوقعوا حوادث. Most of the survivors الناس اللي ما كيموتوش اللي كيبقاو عايشين من مور الحادثة are left disabled for the rest of their life. إذا هاد الناس هادو اللي كيعيشوا تيبقاو تيعانيو من إعاقات في الحياة ما تبقى في الحياة ديالهم. Finally we can say that we have to put an end. أخيرا خصنا يمكن القول بأننا حنا خصنا نوضعوا واحد الحد to put an end، نوضعوا واحد النهاية to this phenomenon ظاهرة by providing new drivers. نزودوا هاد السائقين الجدد with information about road safety. خصنا نزودوهم معلومات حول السلامة الطرقية. We should also organize campaigns about road and traffic safety to raise moral and ethics among citizens. إذا we should organize campaigns. خصنا ننظموا حملات about road and traffic safety حول السلامة الطرقية باش to raise moral and ethics among citizens باش نوعيو هاد الناس بالسلوكات الحميدة، بالسلوك اللي خصو يكون في علامة القيادة. ملي تيكون الإنسان سايق واحد السيارة ولا خصو يكون عنده واحد السلوك اللي هو سلوك جيد، كيحترم إشارات المرور، يوضع حزام السلامة. إذا كاين بزاف الحوايج. Improving road conditions. الطرق خصهم يتصلحوا، ما يبقاوش حفاري، ما يبقاوش انزلاقات. The government should pay more attention to the road surface and lightning at night. إذا انت السلطات ولا الدولة خصها ترد البال مع هاد مع الطرقان، مع الإنارة خصوصا بالليل. The authorities should put signs at strategic locations to warn drivers. إذا هاد الناس اللي مسؤولين خصهم يوضعوا إشارات المرور، إشارات في أماكن اللي هي تقدر تكون توقع فيها حوادث خطيرة. To warn drivers باش يحذروا هاد السائقين. Thank you very much for your attention and I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe to English Slides to get more videos and more important lessons. Thank you very much and see you next time.